The story of a young tech entrepreneur facing criminal charges now. The 31-year-old is accused of fraud for allegedly trying to lure JP Morgan Chase so it would acquire her college financial planning startup for $175 million. ABC's chief business correspondent, Rebecca Javis, has the details.
A prominent CEO in the tech world facing charges. Former Forbes 30 Under 30 Frank founder Charlie Javis accused of defrauding JP Morgan of over $175 million. Javis is charged with multiple counts of fraud and one count of conspiracy. The Justice Department accusing Javis of falsely and dramatically inflating the number of customers of her company to fraudulently induce JP Morgan Chase to acquire Frank for $175 million.
These are very serious charges. When you look at wire fraud and mail fraud, they can carry up to 30 years for each count. When you add securities fraud, that's another 20 years per count.
In 2017, Javis founded Frank, a company that promised prospective students a simpler way to sign up for financial aid. The idea soon catapulting Javis into the spotlight and on camera.
Getting financial aid might seem really complicated, but at Frank, we've really simplified it for you.
The original promise of Frank was that it was going to help a whole bunch of lower income people in particular make it easier to file their federal financial aid forms.
But authorities say Javis faked data and repeatedly misrepresented numbers, touting that the company had 4.25 million users who signed up for an account. But the real number, according to prosecutors, less than 300,000. When JP Morgan attempted to verify that information before buying the company, Javis allegedly provided fabricated data. A spokesman for Javis says she denies the allegations. Javis's lawyer, Alex Spiro, declined to comment.
Rebecca Javis, ABC News, New York.
Charlie Javis, a young entrepreneur who seemed destined for greatness and success but ended up on a path of deception and fraud. Many young people dream of success from a young age, inspired by stories of entrepreneurs who defied the status quo. Javis's entrepreneurial journey began in her teenage years with aspirations to make a positive impact in the world. Javis's first venture, Povera, aimed to provide microloans to underprivileged individuals in developing countries. Despite media attention, Povera never officially registered as a company, and its achievements were greatly exaggerated. Javis pursued degrees in finance and law at Wharton while continuing to explore entrepreneurial opportunities. Her marketing skills were evident as she gained recognition and even turned down a substantial scholarship.
So it's totally free. That's really important to us for all students to benefit from. So a student takes a picture of their tax returns, then we do all the tax math for you. So no math errors that can put you into very complicated verification, very simple language. We take a flow that might take hours with the federal government, and most students take 4 minutes with us. So that's more or less how it works. You see how much you're eligible for, then you can go to school, feel confident, see what your bill is, and then figure out the gap to help you.
Javis shifted her focus to a new venture called Frank, which aimed to simplify the complex process of applying for federal student aid or FAFSA. The company secured substantial funding and Javis used her marketing prowess to promote it. Despite external success, Frank faced issues, including a cease and desist letter from the Department of Education, inaccuracies in articles, and Javis's promotion raised concerns about the company's integrity. In 2019, Javis was featured on Forbes' prestigious 30 Under 30 list, further solidifying her image as a rising star in the business world.
To fraudulently induce JP Morgan Chase to acquire Frank for $175 million.
They were conned. and they bought the con.
How in the world does this happen? How does JP Morgan, right, one of the biggest, smartest global investment banks out there, somehow not figure this out before they lay down 175 large?
Javis pitched Frank to JP Morgan, which saw potential in acquiring the company. The due diligence process revealed discrepancies in the customers' numbers she claimed. Facing the risk of losing the lucrative deal with JP Morgan, Javis chose to falsify data, claiming over 4 million customers. To support her deception, she enlisted the help of a university professor who created a fake customer list. The deal was closed and Javis received $10 million in compensation, while Amar became an executive director at JP Morgan. Javis celebrated her success on social media and in interviews. JP Morgan began sending emails to Frank customers and quickly discovered that only a fraction of them were real. The truth came to light, leading to the suspension of Javis and Amar from their JP Morgan roles. In April 2023, Javis was found guilty on 4 counts related to her deception, facing severe legal consequences. Her attempt to countersue was unsuccessful. Javis's story highlights the dangers of the fake it till you make it mentality and the consequences of deception. It also raises questions about the role of media, social media, and economic conditions in fostering such behaviors. Charlie Javis's journey from a young entrepreneur to a fraudster serves as a cautionary tale for aspiring business leaders. It reminds us of the importance of integrity and the consequences of deceit in the business world. Thank you for joining us today on this episode of Aquatau Technologies TV. If you found this story intriguing, please like and subscribe. Stay curious, stay informed, and stay ethical. We'll see you in the next episode.